Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Band of Enemy Reactions, and I act... Wait. Okay, I think this was down when I was recording. Okay. This is gonna be my review for Inuyasha Episode 2. I'm going to retract what I said before last episode about Kagome being the descendant of Kikyo. She's a reincarnation of Kikyo, which makes much more sense than the descendant of Kikyo, because Kikyo never had kids, so how could she be a descendant? Yeah, reincarnation makes a lot more sense in that scenario. And, yeah, Inuyasha's still bent on getting the jewel, even after all this time, and then again, he was technically asleep the entire time, so it's kind of like he was trying to get the jewel, and then the next day he woke up and was still after the jewel, obviously. But obviously the next day was 50 years later. And as soon as I get this uploaded, I'm going to stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for, though, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And obviously, Inuyasha's bent on killing Kagome because he doesn't like how she smells like Kikyo. Because Kikyo ended up, betraying him and pinning him to that tree with her arrow. So, yeah. I can understand the chip on her shoulder on that. Anyway, yeah, she's trying to outrun him, and Kaede decides to use sacred beads on Inuyasha, and, yeah, he is now having to submit and be pushed onto the ground like gravity gets him, whenever Kagome says, "Sit, boy," or sit, at least. And okay, I just finished uploading the actual reaction for Inuyasha Episode 2, so now I just gotta get this recorded and get it uploaded and all that. And wait for this to process, obviously. Anyway. So, yeah, now Inuyasha is stuck having to deal with the stupid bees because he cannot take them off. And Kagome now has the jewel, thankfully. But her issue with that is not yet over, because Kaede said that now that the jewel is back, all manner of demons that can sense it will be after it, most likely. And even humans that are evil enough that want the jewel to satisfy their petty desires, will be after it, which means they'll be after Kagome. And now Inuyasha is staying there because he wants the jewel, obviously, and he's going to take any opportunity he can to get it when he gets a chance. Yeah, I'm still sick. Anyway, yeah. Like I said before, there are going to be demons after it, and at one point there's a ton of vultures, crows, whatever the heck they are, sitting around a tree, a ton of them, and then there's one big demon one watching, and Inuyasha takes the opportunity to get rid of them, or send them flying away. But the demon one you're going to have to watch out for, because we get to see that later. Anyway, Kagome decides, oh, it's probably best that I go home and get out of this place before something tries to kill me again. And thus she tries to head back to the Bone Eater Well. Anyway, while she's heading there, some bandits find her and bring her to their boss, who's after the jewel. But their boss is not himself. He's not only very pale, which I don't know if that's actually his normal skin color, but he looks a lot paler than he should be, and he's acting very odd. Like, kind of like a zombie, I guess you could say. And he even starts attacking his own men mindlessly. Like, it's like he's trying to attack her, but his men are there instead, even though he doesn't seem to be apologizing for it. And even Kagome notices this because she keeps on telling them, yeah, your boss is not right in the head right now. And she gets the smart idea to throw the jewel out the door. If she had just waited a few more not even a minute later, Inuyasha pops up and knocks the guy down and essentially takes him out. And we find out it's actually that vulture thing again that essentially is using that guy's body like a puppet. So the guy is dead, actually. And yeah, because she threw the jewel out the window when the bird popped out, it went after the jewel. If she had just kept it, this would have probably happened. Maybe. So now it's got the jewel and they're having to chase after it. Kikyo was a master archer. Kagome's never used a bow in her life. Let's see how that goes. Obviously, we know that's not going to go well, considering if you just picked up a skill or picked up a hobby or something like I would say archery, but that's art. Kayaking, anything that requires practice in order to get good at it, you're not going to be good at it right off the bat unless you have a natural talent for it. In which case, Kagome does not, because she kind of needs to aim a little higher when she's aiming for the thing, because it always comes up a little short. And again, like I said, she's never used a bow in her life, so it makes sense. And now that the bird's gotten a lot bigger because of the jewel, it goes after its next prey, which is a little boy on the bridge. Inuyasha destroys the bird, but obviously doesn't take the jewel out, so the thing reforms. And Kagome jumps in to get the boy out. And yeah, she gets the bright idea after the bird reforms, because the bird's talon that had grabbed the little boy was still attached to the little boy, so she ties the claw to an arrow and then fires it, so now the arrow is going to go straight to the bird because it's trying to reform, you know. And the arrow hits the sacred jewel and it busts, and all shards go all over the land. And they find this out because the bird's head is still trying to attack Kagome, and Inuyasha destroys it, and it drops the shard. So now we get what the plot is going to be, the main simple plot that's going to be for the rest of the show. Gather the shards. Oh boy. This is going to be a long show, guys. And I apologize that I can't really talk too well in either the reaction or this, because I got that cough again. I don't know why. It's either having to walk to work in the cold and the weather still being, well, bipolar, I guess you could say. It's switching from being cold to being warm, cold to warm, you know. That's what I mean. And because of this, it's making people get sick because they don't know how to dress for, unless they get sick because of it. Anyway, I will get this uploaded, and I will start streaming, and I will see you guys next time.